Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Kristi, and in today's video we're going to do a full day of low carb, keto, and diabetic friendly meals, snacks, drinks. I'm going to take you along with me throughout my day, and we're even going to have a chat. I got some health updates and an update on Quincy, so make sure you stick around for that. If this is your first time tuning in, or you have been checking out some of my videos in the past and you've not subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and do that. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload, you'll be alerted. Follow me over on Instagram. There'll be before and after photos there, and I do post on my stories daily. Go down to that description box. You're going to find the link to the Facebook group with almost 28,000 members. No keto police. Everyone is going to be helpful, supportive, going to share recipes. It's an amazing group of people. If you need that kind of support and love and encouragement, this is going to be the place for you. In that description box, you're also going to find discount codes and ways to save money on some of your favorite keto items. And anything mentioned or shown in today's video will also be linked down there if you want to go see what that is. Now, before I get started with today's video, I do want to let you know about two amazing deals that are going on. Perfect Keto and Keto Krate. Going to save tons of money. So if you've been thinking about trying Perfect Keto's collagen, their bars, some of their snack, MCT oil powder, ketone strips, right now through January 7th, you're going to be able to purchase 3 or more items and save 25% off of that order. So all you have to do is click the link in that description box, and what it'll do is automatically apply at checkout. Take your collagen, people. Take your collagen. Great for hair, skin, nails, and joints, and tastes great. The other amazing deal that's going on is from Keto Krate. It's a monthly subscription box. Comes with about 10 to 13 full-size keto low-carb friendly options for you. You're gonna be able to try new products that maybe you didn't even know were on the market. Until December 31st, they have a buy one, get one free deal going on. So you're gonna get 2 boxes, 2 different boxes for only $39.99. Your Keto Krate's going to come right to your door. You have the ability to suspend that if you want to take a couple of months off, you can, or you have the ability to cancel anytime, and it's not something that's going to be difficult. So if you want the buy one get one free offer and you want to check out the deal from Perfect Keto, I'll have those linked down there for you in that description box. Okay, now we're going to get started. Blood sugar this morning, 104. Let me give you a little taste of real life. The holiday mess that is still here. Carbs I will not and cannot eat that need to find a home. Gifts and holiday party favors that still need to be put up. Quincy has collected all of his new toys he got for Christmas in one spot. We have managed to take the Christmas tree down. That came down the day after Christmas, and not because I'm a Grinch or a Scrooge. It's just because we have such a small living room. We needed this seating back. 10:30 and it's already 62 degrees. It's supposed to get into the 70s today. Guys, it's going to be a good day. This is my kind of weather. Just so you know, this is new. I'm taking 2 ibuprofen. We'll talk about that in a minute. Mira is sitting over here watching me work. Quincy is not happy. Okay, you guys can see every single dust bunny I own under my kitchen table, but this is what Quincy does. He sits here under the kitchen table and stares at Mira and stalks her for hours. I think I'll open the kitchen door for him and let him go outside and get some fresh air. For all of you that sent us positive thoughts, prayers, I want to let you know I really appreciate it. Quincy is doing much better. Like I said, he usually has these episodes and they last on and off for about a month. I'm sure those of you that have been with me since the very beginning of my YouTube journey remember about 2 years ago, we almost lost him until we figured it out. Apparently his issue is anxiety. So when he has some issues with anxiety, bacteria starts growing in his gut, and then he has to go on copious amounts of meds like antibiotics, probiotics, things like that until we get him fixed. We're at about the month mark now, so I'm hoping we have finally rounded the corner and he's doing a lot better. Got up this morning at 1:04, took a shower, dried my hair, got dressed. 1:41. Seriously. Okay, let me start out by taking these off so there's not a glare. I am caught up on my water. I'm so proud of myself. Water is such a struggle for me. I know I can't be the only one. I at least try to get in one of these a day. I have a co-host today for our little chat. I love this weather. I want to live somewhere where it's like this year round. Okay, let's see. I have an entire list of things to talk about. It's not really that long, but hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a great holiday. I know there are a large majority of people that are coming back over, checking out keto, low carb, that are trying to get back into the swing of things after the holiday. Just know it's okay. This is a lifestyle. This is not a diet. Do not punish yourself. No one is perfect. If you had the cake, the candy, all of the holiday treats, the hot chocolate, it's okay. You're circling back around and you're getting back on that lifestyle now, so it's going to be okay. Don't beat yourself up if you gained a few pounds. I honestly have about 1 million things going on circling around in my head, and it makes me very emotional. I don't know what I want to talk about. I mean, I do, but how much of this do I want to put out there for you guys? Because I know me and my family are sick and tired of hearing about type 1 diabetes. I'm so tired of it, and I'm only 3 months in, and I still have a lifetime of this left. In my head, I keep hearing these voices say, shut up, just be quiet about it. Go on with the keto. Let us know about the low carb. Let's talk about weight loss. We don't care about your diabetes, Kristi. And I completely understand that. I don't want to think about it either. I'm trying to figure out a way to do both. Keto and low carb has been a fundamental part of my life for the past 2.5 years. It is the only reason that I've lost 70-some pounds. I was on that slow tick of putting every single ounce back on that I'd lost over the years. If I had not have found this lifestyle, I would probably be pushing 300, and I would have definitely been misdiagnosed as a type 2 diabetic and probably not receiving the treatment I needed because I was overweight. I want to continue to talk about keto. I want to continue to talk about low carb, give you recipes, grocery hauls, but I do want to incorporate type 1 diabetes into some of my videos because it is so misunderstood. I keep taking short breaks so I won't cry. If you are just now tuning in for the first time, or you're just getting caught back up on some of my videos, in September I had some horrible lab work come back showing that my fasting blood sugar was pushing 300, and then on October 13 I got the official diagnosis of type 1 diabetes. I knew literally nothing about type 1 diabetes. I thought it was something you got when you were a child. I thought it was always genetic, and when I was diagnosed, I thought it was pretty much a death sentence. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to lie. It has been a struggle. It has been such a battle to try to figure things out. You know what I always say, research, research, research. So that's what I've been doing with this diagnosis, and I'm an overachiever. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I feel like I have to be the perfect example of a type 1 diabetic patient. I feel like my numbers always have to be in that 100% range, that I have to be between 70 and 180 at all costs. I know that's not realistic. I know I'm putting way too much pressure on myself. I'm working on it. But getting back to the misconceptions of type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Since not everybody in the world is talking about type 1, a larger focus is on type 2. Many people think they're the same thing, completely different. It's not even like they're siblings, in my opinion. To me, type 1 and type 2 is more like fourth cousins by marriage, twice removed. I don't know. They got the same name going on here, but basically it's completely different. Basically, if you don't know, type 1 diabetes is where your pancreas stops producing insulin. There's no bringing that back. It can either happen via genetics, or it can happen where something, virus, vaccine, your immune system attacks your pancreas and sort of destroys the part of your pancreas that produces insulin. So there's nothing I can do to change it. I will always be taking insulin, and everything affects my blood sugar now. A shower, exercise makes it go up, which is what's so strange. Foods that did not cause me to have a blood sugar spike before the diagnosis, because I had tested hundreds, now will. Because I will always have a response. I will always have my blood sugar go up unless I take the adequate amount of insulin needed to counteract that. So if you remember from my previous What I Eat in a Day videos, I'd been having issues. I could not control my blood sugar spikes, and I could not seem to get through a full meal without getting violently ill. Research, and from what I can figure out, it has to do with the fact that in 2006, I did have gastric bypass weight loss surgery, okay? I had weight loss surgery. Some people are like, well, no wonder you're losing weight. You had weight loss surgery. 2006. It is 2022 in a couple of days, and I had mine in January. So we're talking well over a decade and a half at this point. In case you don't know about gastric bypass, I'm just going to go over a really quick little summary of what happens. They go in, they reroute some things, they make your stomach the size of a grape or the end of your thumb, they bypass some of your intestines. So when it comes right down to it, you can't eat as much. Okay, you are forced to eat smaller portions. You are not forced to eat healthy foods though. You have to have some kind of willpower, and that's hard as a food addict. Over time, we're talking within just a year, 2, 3, your stomach that was this tiny starts to stretch and grow back. So the more food you eat, the bigger it gets, and you can start to gain the weight back if you do not control the patterns that got you there in the first place. For those of you wondering, I do have a normal size stomach in there. My gastric bypass plays no part in my 70 plus pounds that I lost on keto. My anatomy, although rearranged and a portion of my intestines bypassed, doesn't have anything to do with the weight loss that I achieved from living a low carb keto lifestyle. Now, what it does have a part of is absorption. I absorb things that I eat a lot quicker, as in carbs and sugar, because of the bypassed intestines. So now when I eat something that's going to give me a spike, boom, through the roof. And that's why I'm having such a hard time controlling my blood sugar. It's pretty much indirect correlation with the bypass surgery that I had. That means that I've just got to figure out how this works. It's not like there's doctors out there that specialize in weight loss surgery and bariatrics as well as endocrinology. A lot of people are under the assumption, well, you know, weight loss surgery will help diabetes. It does, especially if you're overweight and you need to drop a few pounds. If you're type 2 diabetic, it can help. But if you're type 1, they do not suggest weight loss surgery like RNY. There's only a few studies out there that's been done on this, and in those studies, 0%, and I think there was only like 9 patients, but 0% of those people were able to control their blood sugar spikes. So the research that I'm seeing is also saying that my best bet would be to go on the insulin pump. There are a few on the market. I don't have an appointment with my endocrinologist until February 1st, so we are going to talk about that, I guess. So right now, I'm playing around with meals. I'm playing around with taking my insulin earlier, like way early before I eat. I've noticed that for me, for some reason, it takes my insulin about 45 minutes to an hour before it starts bringing my blood sugar down so that I can eat and not have this massive spike. Another thing that I need to talk about, and I didn't want to mention this, but I have a feeling there are more of you out there that have experience with this than I would. But about the past week, I've noticed significant joint pain in my hands, my knuckles. My left hand is not a happy camper, and my right hand is starting to get that way, but my left hand is far worse. So yesterday I was taking, some Tylenol to see if that would help. I was putting some creams on there to see if maybe I just bruised it or strained it somehow, but it has been progressively getting worse. It's got to the point where now I am waking up and my knuckles down here and even up here are bright red and swollen. So of course, I Googled it. And the first thing that comes up is arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. If I'm not mistaken, rheumatoid arthritis is also an autoimmune disease like type 1 diabetes, and they do, no pun intended, have a tendency to run hand in hand. Today we're trying ibuprofen. We're gonna see if that helps. It's not really much. Well, yeah, actually it has. It's not nearly as stiff as it was this morning when I got up. But let me tell you, this morning when I got up and my knuckles were bright red, they felt like they were throbbing. It looked like bruising. I was scared. And now possibly adding on this diagnosis of type 1 to arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, it's starting to get laughable. It is starting to feel like, okay, yeah, what else? Pile it on. I've got this. I'm at the point where I am sick and tired of all of it. I'm tired of feeling sad and sorry for myself. And I'm just like, you know what? Just bring it all on. I've got this, and I'm gonna take care of it. I'll do just fine. I'll figure it out. Now let me give credit where credit's due. I did not just come to this little epiphany on my own. I had those moments of clarity where I'm like, I can do it all. And then I have these moments like, oh, woe is me. But I have been watching a lot of Mel Robbins lately, and that woman, she has helped me tremendously. She's motivational. She snaps you out of that little funk, and she talks about ways to flip the switch. So when you start thinking negatively, you start thinking more positive. And it's just something that's like embedded in here like a little brain ninja. We've done it our entire lives, but we need to switch it up. So that's what I'm trying to do, is switch it up. Sorry, you guys are a little wobbly. Mira's decided to groom herself up on her tower. Okay, today's chat was way longer than anticipated. I'm gonna go take some insulin, fix some lunch, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. I'm just now starting dinner. Gonna go ahead and take my rapid acting insulin. This will take effect in about 30 to 45 minutes, about the time it takes me to prepare lunch. So I wanna go ahead and get this on board. I'm gonna go in with 2 units. I'm gonna put a couple of pieces of salmon in the oven since this is still frozen and I didn't give it a chance to thaw. I'm gonna cook it at about 375 for about 25 to 30 minutes. I am going to coat that in olive oil, and I am going to add some Red Lobster seafood seasoning to the top of that. This is the one that I pick up at Sam's. I will wrap the salmon in foil so that it does steam. And this is how I wrap it in the foil so that it steams, and that way it doesn't get dry. It stays nice and flaky. Had some leftover uncooked broccoli, so all I did was chop that up. I'm going to go ahead and steam that. This is the Green Giant Riced Veggies. This is the cauliflower medley. Not my favorite. My absolute favorite is the riced cauliflower risotto medley. It is absolutely delicious, but my store has been out of it for months at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the microwave and steam it in the bag. Once this comes out of the microwave, all I do is open it up and I'm going to put it in this pan with my broccoli. I'm going to add in some minced garlic, pink salt, a little bit of butter. Now I'm going to add in some heavy whipping cream. I went ahead and turned the heat up on that. I'm bringing it to a boil, and then I'm going to add some grated Parmesan cheese. Of course, you can add fresh if you want to. Give that a few minutes on high heat. That mixture is going to thicken up, and it's going to make an Alfredo sauce. And that's it. All I do is spoon out the riced cauliflower medley on a plate and lay my salmon on top. This is one of our easy go-to meals. If you have a few of those, let me know what they are in the comments below, because you know I'm always looking for suggestions. And in case you're wondering, I'm having water to drink. Time for dinner and some insulin. I think I'm just going to do 1 unit of insulin since this is not going to be a high carb meal. This is what dinner's looking like for tonight. Chris is having New York strip with broccoli. There is going to be pink salt on that, as well as lots of butter and some sprinkled cheese. I'm having the same broccoli, and instead of New York strip, I'm trying the center cut sirloins. We did season both of these steaks with something that I had picked up at Sam's quite a while back. This is going to be a sugar-free, keto-friendly version. It is going to be the buttery steakhouse. I'm not sure if you guys can see the ingredients right there, but nothing bad is going to be added into that. As far as steak sauce goes, I do have 2 to choose from. The Primal Kitchen sugar-free is a good option, as well as the G. Hughes sugar-free steak sauce. I actually prefer the Primal Kitchen in the sugar-free steak sauce version. The G. Hughes is a lot easier to find. You can usually find that one at your grocery stores and at Walmart. When it comes to the Primal Kitchen, I can sometimes find that in the grocery store about 30 minutes away, so I try to stock up on it while I'm there. And to drink, I'm going to be having a Coke Zero Sugar. So that's what dinner looks like tonight. 6:01, and I'm going to go ahead and take my 7 units of Tresiba. This is my long-lasting insulin. Getting ready to eat dessert, but before I do, I want to go ahead and take some fast-acting or rapid-acting insulin. The one that my doctor has me on is Humalog. So all I'm going to do is take about 2 units of this. I'm going to wait about 15 minutes, then I'll have dessert. Now let's go over what I'm going to be eating. This is going to not be something that I consume really quickly. It's not going to be something I eat in 5 or 10 minutes. I'm trying to figure out blood sugar spikes, insulin, and issues that I'm personally having. It's going to take me probably at least an hour before I consume it all. What I have on here is a piece of the peanut butter loaf that I've been making a lot of lately. I am obsessed with that one. It's actually been in several videos at this point. I'll link it in the cards for you and down in the description box. I went ahead and cut up 1 strawberry. I know you're like, Kristi, strawberries are good for you. Those are fruits. They shouldn't hurt you. Wrong. So I've only got 1 of those, and I've got some keto-friendly, sugar-free, low-carb fruit dip, a spoonful of that. This stuff is amazing. Pretty sure that video should already be out if you want that recipe. Super simple to make. I could just eat it with a spoon without any fruit, so that one will be linked also. And then over here, yeah, I went a little bit all out today. I'm also having a cookie. Now this one is going to be the chocolate mint, and I did drizzle white chocolate chips over the top that are the peppermint chips. These were so good. There was a video for those. I'll link it. I'm pretty sure it was in the same video as the dip, so you can just check all of those out in the description box if you want to. But this is what I'm gonna go snack on while I watch the movie, and it is gonna take me quite some time to eat it. Now, to drink with this, I'm gonna be having water. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope everyone is having an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.